Welcome back. You're watching Overdrive. Now, to those of us who are not very closely associated with the two-wheeler market, we may think that the Indian scooter market is on a decline. But contrary to popular opinion, scooters are alive and kicking. Now, Honda brought in the Activa almost a decade ago and rejuvenated this market. The Activa continues to be the largest selling scooter and generates huge volumes for HMSCI. But we now have two new players on the block, the TVS Vigo and the Mahindra Duro. Do they have what it takes to take on the Activa? Here's the verdict from Team Overdrive.
Just the other day, the producer of the show was telling us that we've never done scooters on Overdrive. So here it is, the first scooter story on the Overdrive show. What we have here are the three scooters that have made the most noise over the past few months. Honda's Activa, almost a decade old, is the largest selling scooter in the country today and has just been refreshed. Mahindra has aggressive plans to dominate the scooter market, and its contender is the Duro. And finally, we have the latest offering from TVS. The Vigo is the newest scooter in the market, but will it be the best? That's what we're here to find out today. With me, I have Vijendra Vikram. He's been road testing motorcycles and scooters for the longest time at Overdrive. And I also have Firdaus. She's one of the newest members of Overdrive. She's a girl and she's a stunter. Not usually on these things, but believe me, she pulls great wheelies. Today, however, we're going to go away from the wheelies and talk more about practicality. And let's start with the styling. Now, it may be the oldest scooter here, but the Activa still looks fresh and relevant. It has a well-judged design to accommodate most body frames, but the styling will appeal more to men. The Duro is Mahindra's second scooter. It gets the styling package from the Kinetic Nova, which is slightly mature in character and familiar in feel. Unlike the others, TVS had the advantage of beginning with a clear slate and clear benchmarks. And they have produced a modern and attractive design. More importantly, it's the first truly unisex design to come out of Hosur in years. Firdaus, you were just telling me about how people look at the scooter. Why do they look at the scooter? Is it because it's unfamiliar or is it because it's good looking?
The Vigo definitely looks good. It's got a very good contemporary styling. Besides, it's a welcome change from TVS, who's been designing vehicles until now only, like women-centric vehicles with very girly designs.
Yes.
So the styling of the Vigo is pretty contemporary. It can suit a female, alright? At the same time, it can suit a guy as well.
Among the three, the Activa is definitely a good-looking scooter, but it's the Vigo that's catching the maximum eye. Some of it is the unfamiliar shape, some of it is actually the fact that it looks contemporary and new, and TVS have put a lot of effort into making it look good, from the little bits like the LED blinkers to the design of the headlamp. Everything looks compact, fresh and edgy, which is a nice change from TVS. Does that translate into the performance? Let's talk about that. The Activa is the oldest name here, but not the oldest powertrain. That would be the Duro's 124.6cc engine that comes from the Flight. It's a smooth engine and it's quick. The Duro needs 9.3 seconds to get to 60 and it has the highest top speed here at 91 km/h. The Activa has the new 109cc engine, but it doesn't feel underpowered. It's a super refined engine and will get the Honda to 60 km/h in 10.2 seconds. The slick Vigo uses a 109.7cc engine similar to the one in the TVS Jive. It posts the quickest time to 60 at 8.1 seconds, but correspondingly says the lowest top speed here at just 71. But how are they to ride? As soon as the road gets bad, the Duro rider is the first guy to have to roll off the throttle because the Duro's ride quality is simply not good as the other two. So let's talk about that. The Duro, as I said, is not the best here. Is the Vigo the better scooter or is the Activa the better scooter here?
I prefer to ride a little faster on the roads. So the Vigo might not be to my taste because it's a little soft, and so the rear tends to wallow and the ride becomes a little bumpy as you try going fast. Activa on the other hand, it's slightly stiffer. So it feels much better and much more planted when you're going fast. Yeah, I agree to it that it doesn't take bad roads as well as the Vigo. But then, with my kind of riding style, the Activa surely suits my style.
What we're saying here is that in city traffic, for the average commuter who's going relatively slowly, the Vigo is the best ride quality package here. And finally, it's time to look at the economy and the price. This is where our performance king, the Duro, runs out of steam. At 47.7 kilometers to the litre, its economy is bettered by both the others. But then again, it is the cheapest scooter here, with prices starting at just 38,000 rupees, a whopping 9,000 less than the Honda. The 47,000 rupee Activa is, however, the most frugal scooter here at 54.5 kilometers per litre. And that leaves the Vigo. At 51.57 kilometers per litre, it's good but not the best, and its prices start at just over 42,000 rupees ex-showroom Pune. In the middle, but well on the lower side of the spectrum.
But what TVS have managed to do is very interesting. Every time you bring up any discussion about the three scooters, the Vigo either has a feature point to prove or it's simply better. Whether it be refinement, it be performance, it be ride quality, it be handling. And in that, I think TVS have cracked it. They do have the best scooter on the market right now. And at Overdrive, there is this tradition of taking one of the test vehicles home. Since I'm the senior most here, if I had a choice, that's the one I'm taking home.